NORML, or visit their website at NORML.org.
Activism begins with ACT. The Russ Belville Show features the stories of hardworking grassroots activists working for an end to prohibition in today's activist agenda.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 29 minutes after the hour, and we are joined by Skunk from Hemp Beach TV. I'm playing a little bit of his theme song here as we get him online. Skunk, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So glad to hear you. Hey, tell us about this music we're hearing.
This is Blazy O'Brien's band, Harbor Point.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. So glad to have it. And, of course, we're so glad to have you on the show, Hemp Beach TV, which is now featured on 420radio.org, so people can catch up with what's going on with you guys. Tell us about Hemp Beach TV and how you got started doing this.
Oh, man, Hemp Beach TV has been around for quite some time, since 2008. It was pretty much just a hobby at the time. You know, everybody's getting around stoned, and, you know, we didn't really know too much that was online, and we were like, why don't we do something that we can put online, because, you know, what we do is pretty funny, well, at least what we thought, and we want to bring the news out there to people and stuff like that, so we broke down a list and started bringing some good news in a way that, you know, stoners like us who are sitting on a couch in front of a TV with friends and stuff like that, that they can enjoy, you know?
Wow, it's awesome. And I've seen you guys, we run into each other at various events out here on the West Coast. So I had just assumed Hemp Beach TV was based out of California, but that's not the case, is it?
No, it's not. But we do keep that location still secret.
Right.
But we keep up with everything that goes on, because the way we do things are pretty much the same way that we live our lives pretty much the same way that most of the country still does, without the medicinal, without, you know, the legalization and stuff like that. So we deal with those things on a daily basis, just like a lot of our country still does.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I like. You know, one of the things we emphasize here on 420 Radio is getting the perspective of people that are in the not so friendly to pot states. And, you know, because we need to hear it. We get spoiled out here. We got what we call West Coast problems. Oh, gee, which strain should I pick? You know, we got West Coast problems.
We're wondering what strain are we actually smoking.
Exactly. So we're going to pick on one of the states today to talk to you guys, because you guys are covering a lot of these states. And one of them is Florida, and there's been all sorts of things going on in Florida. I just heard that Puff'em, the People United for Medical Marijuana down there, just finally got a high-profile, high-money backer. So I'm really excited about what's going on. Give us some ideas what you've been covering in Florida.
Well, we got a lot of homies out in Florida that have been dealing with a lot of these things, and they've dealt with it before. And right now, they're basically trying to ban all pipes, all water pipes, and even electronic pipes. So that includes your vaporizers, your pens, so on and so forth.
Wow.
Now, they have dealt with this, you know, a couple of times in the past and so on and so forth. But now seems like the government is just trying to sneak this one past.
Now, this has been something in Florida. They've been, they just I hate to say the word, but they've had a hard-on for this in Florida for a while. Because I remember a while ago doing a story about them passing a law about something like 75% of your revenues had to come from tobacco. So these guys started selling like $30 packets of tobacco, and with it, you got a bong.
Yes. I got friends who have sent me pictures of this, and they've even gone as far as calling them vases and putting flowers in them and selling them like that. And I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I'd still like to purchase this piece or these flowers. You know what I mean?
Vase.
It's like crazy what they go through.
Yeah, and to me, you know, when I think about paraphernalia laws, I always think of them as thought crimes, right? Because you're not banning the object, you're banning the intent of the user. It's just insane.
Yes. Now, a lot of these things going on, and right now, I think, if I'm right, the bill is 49 for Florida, HSCB 49 or whatever, and that's the law that they're trying to pass. Now, recently, I think it was maybe a few days ago, they had like some sort of soft vote, and it completely passed unanimously within 5 minutes. Now, if I was in Florida and I owned a shop, which a lot of my friends and people were in the industry and work with all the time and so on and so forth, and they're really worried about this one because it's not basically come to light too much. And now it's just, if they don't do something now, it's going to pass. And, Florida's actually on a good base to do something with medical too and flip the laws. Now, if this happens, that just kind of strikes it down a little bit, don't you think?
Well, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to have a law that bans devices that would deliver medicine that's legal for some people, right?
Yes.
And then you have the situation of, okay, now we're going to have it won't be a head shop, it'll be a medical delivery device store, and people with their medical cards can go get their hookah, can go get their bong or their grinder or whatever it might be. But by God, if you're healthy, having that thing's a crime. It's just crazy.
I can only imagine what a smoke shop would look like after being medicinalized.
Yeah, exactly.
Would it be like some of these, medicinal medical stores that you can go and pick up whatever it is you need, but now it's for the medicinal marijuana? Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So Florida's trying to once again ban any sort of thing that could be considered to be paraphernalia. Meanwhile, I understand there's all sorts of problems with oxycodone going on in that state.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of that going on. From what I understand, Florida is a very big pill farm, and that's what a lot of people have to go through.
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate.
It makes you wonder if there's any collusion between the two. If the pill guys realize that if pot was legal medically, there'd be a lot less need for pills.
I would hope so, because, a lot of people go to their closest resource and their most easiest access to medicate on whatever level, But unfortunately, there are people who like to abuse, drugs and stuff like that, but there's no way that I see marijuana being abused in any which way, shape, or form. Yeah. So, like I said, there's still no, known deaths from marijuana or anything like that. So we know you can't overdose on it. So we all know it's safer than alcohol, just like you've seen Jared Alloway's shirts on Weed Country and so on and so forth. Even Blasey has one. So it just is what it is. The proof is in the pudding, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And, Florida, kind of interesting situation you got going on in Florida. It's home to both Irv Rosenfeld, one of the 4 legal federal medical marijuana patients, and Dr. Kevin Sabet at the University of Florida, who's one of the leading anti-drug guys these days.
Yes.
What a weird situation.
Yeah, it is. It is. I just think that eventually we're going to come to a agreement where, the rest of the country is just going to start falling like dominoes, and people are going to start seeing the truth about it. And a lot of people already are, and they're already starting to change their minds, and it's going to go to the vote eventually, and the people are going to be the ones who are going to be taking care of those things. Just like you mentioned, Puffm, PUFMM, go check them out, .org. And do something about it, because it's in the people to do something, not, the government, because obviously we can't trust our own government to, know what's right and what's exactly wrong. So that's why I'm glad that a lot of things are starting to change, and hopefully this bill does not pass, and we can basically get these people to get out to the representatives and do something, get in touch with Irv Rosenfeld and a lot of these other guys and try and, get them to change things and do what you got to do. It's up to the people that really want it there. And Florida is a very big grow, you know what I mean? Like, it's right after California, because California does have good outdoor, and so does Florida, but they do a lot of good indoor too, So it's just, people got to do something. Definitely go check out your local representatives and do something when you see, something going on. It's about time for us to all do something and change. Even the guys sitting in front of the TVs, playing video games, doing whatever. Yeah. Go do something, You're online. It's really easy. You can do something right then and there. Just tell one person, Try and change one person. That's it.
There you go. Absolutely. We are speaking with Skunk from Hemp Beach TV. You can find him at hempbeach.com, and also replaying here on 420 Radio. Check our schedule page for the replay times.
And you guys are right on our page, too. Every single page. Everybody can see 420radio.org right on hempbeach.com anytime.
Oh, it's fantastic. We're just all a mutual appreciation society. We love it.
We got to bring things together, man. Our community, our industry as a whole is very split. and we really got to try and bring things together, you know?
Absolutely. And, one of the things about, taking a look at Florida, and you say you got a lot of homies down there that are running shops and, trying to smoke weed and just, stay out of jail. And it's tough in Florida. It's probably, I would say Florida's got the toughest, consumer law there is, in that you've got, anything over 20 grams or 21 grams, I think, is a felony there. You lose your right to vote if you get a felony, and you can't even ask to get your right to vote back for 5 to 7 years after after you've completed all your felony probation and parole and all that stuff. You can ask permission in 5 to 7 years to get your vote back. This has led to almost 20% of voting age black men unable to vote in the state of Florida. It's just, it's going to be tough to change.
Yeah, it is. I just think as long as everybody gets out there and starts doing something, like I said, if everybody who just was smoking weed, whether it's medicinal or recreational or whatever, you want those laws changed, you're going to have to do something about it. Just try and change one person's mind, whether it's a family member, a friend who's very plain Jane vanilla. Just, try and give them the facts that they need so they see that that glass of alcohol, whatever drink it might be, could actually be worse than what we're doing, whether it be vaporizing, smoking, however you ingest your marijuana or cannabis.
Yeah, and I think people underestimate how powerful their own personal testimony is, but it's been shown that the written word and experts pretty much solidify people's opinions. It's the spoken word and personal interactions that change people's minds. And
I've personally changed several of my family members and other family members, friends' minds just because of the facts. You know what I mean? They see the truth. You know what I mean? People need to see that.
Yeah.
So that's why we try and bring that. We try and get other people to bring that. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Right on, man. Right on. Skunk, I appreciate what you're doing there and giving some attention to these states that don't have, a million different activists in them and a couple different shows on them. And Florida is a great place to start. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Tell people about when they can catch Hemp Beach TV live and like your Facebooks and all that kind of stuff so they can get in touch with you.
Oh, boy. Well, everybody can always go to www.hempbeach.com or .tv, either or. We got facebook.com/hempbeach is mine. You can reach me right there. That's Skunk Hemp Beach. Or if you want to like us on Facebook, it's just facebook.com/hempbeachtv. And twitter.com/hempbeachtv. And anything else, we're just we release our episodes every Friday, and we always like to hear the fans and everything like that. So we're going to be doing some more Skype stuff, and I know we're going to try and get you on later, right?
Yeah, doing this is like home and home in college football, right? So you come here, I got to go there. So yeah, absolutely.
But it'll be like you're there. You know what I mean? So
what time do we start?
We want to see the fans. So this is brand new. This is going to be something that we haven't even done before just yet. We've tried it in the past, but we want to get more fan interaction. We want to get those people on that we don't necessarily get to because, we're not necessarily over in California, Oregon, Washington to meet these people. So now we can just bring them straight to Hemp Beach, just like our fans. So that way we can interact more and see what you guys think and, hear what you guys have to hear.
Right on, man. Well, Skunk, thank you so much for joining us here. And everybody check out hempbeach.com. I'll see you there tonight.
Peace out from Hemp Beach.
All right. When we come back, time for some DEA Drug War Research 101. And until then,
because their ad money goes straight to the Russ Belville Show. You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
Tokers, there's no good reason to get your dog stoned. While it might not harm them physically, imagine being a dog